Hey y'all, welcome back to the Girl Talk Oracle podcast. I'm your host, Kiera. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about dreaming big, but starting small. Basically, starting small that you can actually take the steps to achieve your goals. If that is something that you are interested in, make sure you continue watching this video. So step number one to dreaming big is going to be figuring out your what, your why, and your how. And what I mean by your what, your why, and your how is simply asking yourself three simple questions. First question is going to be, what is your most important goal of the year? Of course, you have multiple goals throughout the year, goals that you want to accomplish, goals that you want to achieve, but those goals aren't necessarily your most important goals. So you want to break down all your goals and figure out what goal is most important and what goal will take up majority of your time for the entire year. Next question you want to ask is, why do you want to achieve this goal? Figure out why this goal is important to you. Why do you want to achieve this goal? And why is it bigger than the other goals that you have on your list? And sometimes you're going to have a little back and forth on what goals are most important when you ask yourself this question, because you're going to be like, dang, why is this goal more important than XYZ? Or why is this goal more important than the other three that I have on my list for the year? But that is up for you to decide. Figure out why that goal is most important and why do you want this goal to be your main focus for the year. So that is the why, and asking yourself, why is this goal important to me? And the final question is how. How are you going to accomplish this goal? What steps do you need to take in order to achieve the goal? Figuring out your what, your why, and your how is what's going to help you stay on track to maintaining your goals and obviously achieving your goals for the year. And the reason these questions are so important because you want to put most of your focus on the most important goals of the year, and you want to have a strategy in place when it comes to achieving your goals instead of just saying, oh, I have a goal, because a goal with no steps is basically a wish. A goal with no steps is a wish and hoping for something to happen. You have to have goals and steps in order to achieve those goals. So now that you have your what, your why, and your how, now it's time to break those goals down into milestones. So I'm going to be using an example for one of the goals that I have for myself, which is losing 20 pounds. Right now, I'm currently sitting at 170, 175-ish. I fluctuate between 165 and 175 depending on the time of the month, of course. So I'm looking to lose about 20 pounds. Now, the first thing I'm not going to do, and when I say milestones, I mean breaking your goals down into actionable steps that you can take. So I want to lose 20 pounds, but I'm not going to say I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 1 month because honestly, to me, that is not doable because first I have to break down my habits, my daily habits, the things that are causing me to keep the weight on, things that are causing me to gain weight. I have to break all that down to make sure I am taking the right steps instead of trying to rush and lose 20 pounds, drinking all these teas and stuff, and the weight just pile back on when I'm done with the tea, right? Because I've done that a lot of times. That's why I use that example. But anyway, so the steps that I would take as far as like trying to lose pounds, and obviously apply this in your area of life where it applies to you. I want to lose 20 pounds. So I'm going to give myself 5 pounds a month. 5 pounds a month, that will give me 4 months to lose 20 pounds. So now that you have each milestone, you want to break each milestone down with 3 different steps, 3 different things that you can do in order to achieve that milestone. So you have the big goal, you have your milestones. For me, it's 4 milestones. And now you want to break that down with 3 steps for each milestone. So I'm going to read in my notes because obviously I have notes. So the first milestone is 5 pounds. So the first step I'm going to be doing is cutting out sugar, no alcohol, and walking a mile twice a week. All right, so then we get to the second milestone. That's going to be at 10 pounds. So the step for this one is going to be cutting back on carbs, more water, less sugary drinks, and home workout 2 times a week, which is doable. So then when we get into that 15 range, where it's a little bit more challenging, you want to up what you're doing, okay? So now I'm going to do intermittent fasting, 10 to 8 p.m., a gallon of water a day, gym workout 3 times a week. And then when you get to the 4th milestone, this is hitting that full 20 pounds gone. Intermittent fasting between 12 and 8, that's the time I eat, a gallon of water a day, and gym workout 4 times a week. So as you can see, with each milestone, I added something different, something a little bit of the same that was in the first milestone, but something to push me a little bit more because you don't want to get too comfortable when it comes to your goals. And like I said, of course, you want to apply this to your area of life where you are. It doesn't have to be losing weight, girl. I want to lose 20 pounds, but if you want to do something else, obviously apply it to where it applies in your life. But yeah, you want to make sure you are allowing yourself to not get comfortable and pushing yourself just a little at a time to where you don't get burnt out. I am one person that I will say I get a dopamine rush from starting tasks, but then eventually the dopamine wears off and then I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to do it. I know that's horrible, but that's just how my brain is wired. And I noticed that if I keep changing my routine, I will more likely stick to that routine versus having a strict schedule that I'm following for months and months and months and months. I'll get bored with that. Very, very bored with that. Okay. So and when I broke down my milestones into steps, I also thought about the main overall steps I was taking for each milestone, which one was eating healthy, drinking more water, and working out. So each of those three steps basically are one and the same, but I'm doing something different for each milestone, if that makes sense. So something a little bit more to accomplish so that I get that dopamine hit for myself. Like it gives me something to celebrate at that milestone because that's what's going to help me push myself to go further and will help you push yourself to go further. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was helpful, please let me know down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will catch you back in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into the Girl Talk Oracle podcast. I'm your host, Kiera, and that is the video we have for today. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.